What's up, everybody? Welcome to What's the Buzz? What's the Buzz is another series I created so that you guys can kind of feel connected to me and get to know what I talk about every day with my friends, what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, what I'm talking about, what people are buzzing about, what you all are buzzing about. So this is your opportunity to write us at thebuzzklub@gmail.com. So let's just get right into it because there are 5 topics of the week that I want to talk about. So, number 5, the Kardashians hanging out with Kim. As you've seen, Kim has been seen around with Blac Chyna. I guess because they both have kids now, and by rappers, they may feel like they have something in common. And you also have seen recently, especially as recent as this past weekend, Khloe Kardashian hanging out with Nicki Minaj. And it's such an irony to me because Blac Chyna favors Nicki Minaj a lot. When I first saw Blac Chyna, a picture of her a couple of years ago, I was like, damn, she looks really good, like Nicki Minaj. She's really pretty. She has that Barbie thing going on. She changes her hair color quite often. And you know, Blac Chyna, she was actually a stripper formerly before she became the girlfriend of the rapper, you know his name, Tyga, off of Young Money. So both girls, both sisters, they've been seen hanging out with them. And you know, I can't help but think about it, like, you know, it kind of seems like the token black girl kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you have Caucasian people and they want to seem down, they want to seem hip, so they hang around with, you know, people of another race, especially African Americans. But more importantly, as you can see, there's a lot of things going on in the Kardashian family right now. You see Kris Jenner, she's going through divorce with Bruce. You have Khloe, whose husband Lamar supposedly on drugs, which I do not believe. I'm going to keep it honest with you. I don't believe if he is on drugs, I think it's something like weed or something. I don't think he's on crack like they say. But you know, you have all these different dynamics going on in the Kardashian household right now. So it may also be that they're hanging out with these girls to kind of deflect the attention away from the other nonsense and put it on something more, I don't know, ridiculous. But they've been hanging out, so one can only wonder what they're brewing behind the scenes. Whenever you see the Kardashians touch, whatever they touch, something crazy seems to happen, you know, not necessarily gold. So we have to kind of watch what happens next with them. Number 4, did you hear Evelyn of the Basketball Wife brands? She is now 6 months pregnant. No, supposedly it's not by Chad, and I wouldn't think it should be by Chad considering the domestic dispute that recently occurred between them, and as recent as last year. So one can only wonder, one meaning me, meaning she, meaning honey, one can only wonder when she found the time between taping Iyanla Fix My Life and the new season of Basketball Wives to actually meet someone else and get pregnant. This is what I think. You know, I am not Evelyn. You know, I am not here to judge her. But whenever anyone goes through like a traumatic breakup like she did, and a major one, and a public one, and also domestic violence, I would take a step back out of that limelight for at least a year, try to get to know myself, and then reemerge on the scene a better woman, a smarter woman, and a more confident woman. It just seems like another gimmick. You know, it happens so fast, everybody's in a whirlwind, and it also seems like a cry for more attention, Evelyn. I mean, come on, here you are, you have this grown daughter who's in college right now, and I mean, it just didn't seem like you had time or a child would even fit into the pieces, the puzzle of your life, you know. But congratulations, Evelyn, and you know, that should be interesting. And somewhere in the world, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, is getting drunk. Number 3, what everyone's buzzing about, the new movie, Hunger Games. Actually, people are buzzing about 3 movies in particular: 12 Years a Slave, The Best Man, and Hunger Games. I happen to only catch Hunger Games. I'm supposed to be catching 12 Years a Slave tonight, so we'll see how everything works with that. But Hunger Games, I saw it this week. It was phenomenal. I think it lived up to its potential, because usually when we have like the sequel to a film, it's not that good. It's just kind of like, why did they even bother? But with this installment of the series, the book, have you guys read? The book, it definitely is an intense series, and the movies actually play kind of true to the book. I don't think it's 100%. You can never get 100%, but I think for what it's worth, I think they're doing a really, really good job. It makes you wonder about the dynamics between the elite and the masses, you know, and pop culture, and how much the media does influence a generation, you know, and how we as people, we forget to fight for our natural freedoms. We forget to fight because so often what's flashed on the screen is dumbing us down. We're so consumed with what's going on with the latest celebrity and what they have on and what's going on with them. Even I'm guilty of that. I mean, come on, like, I'm sharing with you now things that are going on, and some of the things are celebrity gossip and celebrity life. However, that's not the only thing that I am concerned with. And Hunger Games really challenges your thoughts, and it makes you think, like, look at this parallel between what's happening in Pan Am and what's happening in the United States today. You know, celebrities give you the say-so. They are the go-to. They are the ones who set the standard for how things will be in the world. And quite frankly, our youth are following that, you know, and it's just phenomenal. You should just watch the film. I definitely urge you to go out. And actually, I went to go see by myself, so it's definitely something that you can go see by yourself. And don't have no fear. Your eyes will be glued to the screen the entire time. Oh, and what I did absolutely love about Hunger Games was the fashion. Whoever costume designed for that film, it was couture, it was fantasy, it was dramatic. I loved it. I liked it. That's kind of an element that I love a lot. If you can just look at a film and love the cinematography and love the special effects, but also love the clothing, if you can look at the special detail of that, it says a lot about the person. So, you know, kudos to you, costume designer for Hunger Games. Kudos to you. Number 2. This is one that I want to talk about a little bit. Riri. Can we go a week without talking about Rihanna? We'll see. Now that we have this new installment, we'll get to see if we can actually have that week. But this week we're going to talk about her. So Rihanna, Riri. She went to the American Music Awards, and if you saw her, she looked beautiful as always. But there was something different about her this time around. Rihanna rocked a doobie. For those of you who don't know what a doobie is, a doobie wrap is when a girl goes to go to the salon. She gets her hair done in a nice flat and bumped kind of style, and she needs to keep that kind of curl to the hair. So she wraps her hair in a circular motion, and she puts pins in. Sometimes you don't always have to. You can just put a scarf on after you wrap it. But especially in New York, the style for years, you know, has been young girls in the hood or around the way, got their hair done fresh by Dominicans or by, you know, go into the shop, they put their pins in, they walk around the neighborhood, and they won't unwrap it until they get to where they need to go. So Riri, as you guys have to remember, Riri is from, not the United States, is from Barbados. So this is not a style that's typical for the West Indies or the Caribbean. This is an African-American kind of swaggerific style. Now, this chick named Patois, she actually was supposed to come out as a rapper. She was an underground Jamaican rapper, and in 2010 she had some meetings with some bigwigs up at Def Jam, and she was able to go to this party at Rock Nation because they were considering her. So Rihanna saw her rap style with the pins at the party, and she was just like, I like your rap, like that's dope, like whatever. And the girl was like flattered by that, but then the girl ended up leaving the music industry because, you know, Def Jam at the time was saying, oh, America wasn't ready for her look, her edge, her swag, whatever. But fast forward, now we are, you know, 3 years later, Rihanna's rocking her same hairstyle at the awards. So Patois is saying, you know, hey, you know, or her former management is saying, Rihanna stole Patois' whole swag. She saw something that she liked years ago, and she did it. So I just want to know, what do you guys think? Is that stealing? Is inspiration stealing? Should Rihanna have done the white rap and said, you know what, I got this inspiration from a girl named Patois years ago. I met her, she was going to be a rapper. Like, come on, who even asked her? You know, like, no one asked her. She didn't have time to tell anybody. Like, if you saw something that you liked and you tried it out, you tried that style, is it considered copying? You know, just because you met someone? Because for me, I see things in magazines all the time, and I'm like, I want to try that. I want to try that big hat, that oversized coat. Who am I stealing from? You know, if it's been a part of pop or if it's been a part of subculture, African American culture for so long, did Rihanna actually steal from Patois just because Patois put her onto it? Let me know. Number 1 of the week. I'm excited about this one. Kanye West versus Charlamagne the God and Sway. As you all may know, Sway is a popular MTV VJ. Well, he has a satellite radio show now, but he was on MTV for many years, and he still does MTV News from time to time. So Sway did an interview with Kanye and talking about fashion, the fashion world, because Kanye seems to feel like the fashion world is closing doors on him. He feels like, they don't take him seriously. So, Sway was just asking him and his opinion on Kanye, and Kanye just pretty much lashed out on him, telling him, you didn't do the education, and really just attacking Sway with verbally, cutting him off, angry. And personally, I don't think that's the way Kanye should have approached the interview. But, quite interestingly, Kanye went on Charlamagne's show in New York, 103.9, and he was asking questions by Charlamagne, but Charlamagne also told him that he didn't really like the album. Kanye didn't really explode like how he exploded on Sway. And see, it only makes us wonder, like, why is that? Like, why didn't Kanye go in on Charlamagne like he went on Sway? It's because Sway is much more calmer, has much more chill demeanor, and also the fact that it's because Charlamagne, he's known for like candid, very in your face, on the money comments that really hits him home. Is it because is it something does Kanye not want Charlamagne to explode on him? Does Charlamagne know something that we don't know about Kanye behind the scenes? I mean, it just makes you wonder. We had all this craziness going on. Like, what's up? I don't know. Let me know. So, those are the 5 things that are buzzing for the week. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Buzzklub every Tuesday night at 9:30 on Philly's own Comcast Channel 66 and Verizon Channel 2930. I urge you to please email us at thebuzzclub.com. Email us any questions that you may have, any relationship advice, any astrology readings, because we're about to get it in. 2014 is our year. Once again, I'm Bintu Honeybee, and you have officially been buzzed.